Hi, this is Jade Edmondson. I'm going to be showing you how to use the app or the website Book Creator. I use this in my classroom with my students for an opportunity for them to practice their writing. Sometimes I'll give them a specific assignment of, make a specific type of book, or sometimes I will just use it as a free choice. If you're done early with your work, or if I need to work with a small group of students, then you get free time to create a book on your iPad as long as you're checking your writing for spelling, using correct capitalization, etc. So I'm going to give you an example of an objective today that you might use, especially with younger students, to create a nonfiction book about an animal. We do nonfiction research projects on animals in second grade, so this is one that I've done in my classroom. And today I'm just going to use an example of doing a book about pandas. This would be for student use. Um, on the iPad, I think it's a little bit more user friendly than on Google, but I'm using it on Google right now and it is working fine. You can also have students work in partners to do this. You can have, divvy up the pages, have certain people do certain chapters, and or have certain people do the design and someone does the text, and they love if they get the chance to work together as students. Two standards that this addresses, the ISTE student standards. It addresses 6.B, which talks about creating original works using digital resources, and it also addresses 4.D, which talks about working with open-ended problems. So when you get to this page, I just typed in app.bookcreator.com. I had to create a quick teacher login. You can see this is the name of my class up here. This is the code that I would give to students for them to be able to log in on their iPads or computers and be a part of this library. It says there are no books in this library yet. I can create a book as a teacher, and if my students are logged into here, they can create their own books, and I would be able to see them all on this page. So if you go over here and you click New Book, you just pick the size that you want. I'm going to just pick a square book. This is the front cover. If I want to make it a different color, I go up here, pick the color that you want. You can use a pen or you can type in text to, write on this cover here. On the iPad, my students love to just use their fingers to write. It's kind of difficult on here, but, they might do something like this. They like to even draw their own pictures just using their fingers, which is kind of creative. And some of them will do the entire book just with their fingers, although I'm trying to get them to use text more so that it helps them check their spelling and it's all written appropriately. So if you want to add text, you just click this, maybe write by Jade Edmondson. And drag that down there. Okay, if I want to go to the next page, I just click here. I'm on page 2. Let's see, if I want to add a picture, maybe I can click import. I could type one into Google right here, unless I have one already saved to my iPad or computer, but I could Google it right here, panda. It will bring up pictures. I just click on what I want to import. Here it is. I could move this up. I could add a caption to it. I could add a short paragraph underneath it. Did you know that giant pandas live in China? I'm trying to keep this at a second grade level for you. For younger students, they're going to have way more pictures than just a small bit of text. As your students get older, you can really limit them to a small picture and have full paragraphs, have headings, have subheadings, have text features. There's a lot they can do on here, but I find it works especially well for my second graders. They can get a lot of visuals in here. Like I said, you can also just use the pen to draw your own picture, and they're pretty good at that. And then they do their own text underneath it. So this is a pretty quick tutorial, just sort of showing you how you can make your own books. You can have the kiddos make their books. If they have free reading time, they can come on here and check out other people's work. Just go back to my book page. Here's mine. If there were other students that had created them, they would be here also. I could click on them. I could read them. I can upload it, download it. On the iPads, I know in my classroom it'll let us upload it to Google Drive, and then sometimes we pull them all up on the smartboard and share them that way. So yeah, it's a pretty great app. If you have younger students or kiddos at your house, they might want to try this out. Thanks.